Alright guys, how do I say this? When I'm when I'm currently recording this, it's currently 3:53 right now. So yeah, I spent all night doing schoolwork, chores, and I am gonna be making an amnesia concept video while I'm doing this. I just hope that you can hear my voice because I'm kinda tired right now. But you know what? Screw it. So yeah, an amnesia game concept set in 1970s Japan. Now, the 1970s, the 1970s of Japan was like a, pardon me, was a type of golden age for Japan at the time. It was even said to be one of the best time periods you could choose to be Japanese. Alright, people, without further ado, welcome to Amnesia Gyangyu no Kainu. Yes, you can translate that to Japanese if you want to figure out the name. The name is kind of lame, but it's Japanese at least. All right, it is September 2 of 1977. It is the late 1970s of Japan, and once again, it's a golden age. The economy was slowly getting better for Japan, which led to more money being left over for more useless stuff to be done. And technology was quite advancing. Here's a depiction of a computer from the 1970s. It may look dumb, it has wire spaghetti, cathode rays, and those odd mash buttons and levers filled with wires and magnets, but that was considered the high tech in the time. Masses in industrial production basically led to more laziness for the workers. And as a result of this, because of more industrialization, more product and product more money, more money being paid to those industrializing, more money for the industrializing, more money for the workers, more money for the workers. You get the point. It's the circle of life all over again. Long story short, it's a golden era in Japan. Now I should introduce you to MC. Now, a bit of backstory on MC. MC is basically the child of a German. Now, during you have to go back to World War II to actually understand MC's backstory and his background. And trust me, this will get very important later on. During World War II, MC's father was actually a German, a Nazi, who worked with Imperial Japan during World War II. But anyways, basically, Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan were basically really good allies back then. And long story short, some Japanese support was actually sent to Nazi Germany in 1944. Now, the thing is, they were experimenting on once again. Miss Ray Isum. Tonononon. 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 Okay, you get the point. But basically, the supernatural stuff that's basically responsible for everything in the Amnesia series. Except for Farage's death, that was racism. No, anyways, I should really stop adding references to the Dark Descent and get back to it. So, anyways, in 1944, MC's father, a German, basically worked with Nazi Germany to experiment. They did this using cyborgs and basically took human beings who were willingly to participate. technology. Yes, point and created cyborgs. Yes, cyborgs. So technology plus normal human equals cyborgs. Because that's how it works. Now they inject now they basically took some traces of Vitae. Because if you remember, Amnesia the Dark Descent took place in Germany, so it's the Nazi Germany would be using this probably like 105 years later. See, anyways, basically they have Vitae and they inject it into their cyborgs and make super soldiers. Now the thing is, they're quite, it's gonna be quite unfortunate for MC because now this is where this is the part where he ends up in Japan. This is how MC ends up in Japan because you were asking MC's German. How MC's father's German? How did he end up in Japan? Now let me explain. Now the thing is, one of the higher ups there higher ups from the Imperial Japanese support was actually had a daughter. Now MC's father was born in 1920. He is 24 at the time. She, however, was born in 1916. Basically, she's kind of 4 years older, but yeah, 28. And if you remember, maturity and overall looking like good in front of people, looking like a mature and calm person in front of people, was basically what was considered sexy back then. So yeah, the higher up's daughter, his Japanese daughter, ended up attacking the guy. All the other soldiers were like, "Yo, chill, bro. She's the higher up." And as a result of this, he pursues her anyway. Eventually, she finds out, and they kind of promise to each other that once the war is over, hmm, they would end up getting married. Thing is, she's Japanese and she survives a nuclear bombing. Now, after that devastating stuff, they end up in somewhere in the northern island of Japan. Yeah, Japan. Yes, the northern area. Yes. I sound a bit drunk while doing this. It's because I really have not drunk water in like some time, and I cannot afford to pause the video for a long time because my phone recorder obviously like consider that a done record, and I don't want to do multiple videos. That's irritating. Now, how thing is, MC's father still kind of like took in some like old remnants of German tech and notes, although he already moved in with the Japanese higher up. But anyways, long story short, MC's father is in Japan. And the thing is, he's more focused on like proving himself to her as worthy. So he basically spends the next 16 years working really hard and going on business trips, even spending a few years outside, but at the same time assuring her that he loves her very well. And she even sent some people to investigate if he actually may be cheating on her, but he's loyal to her. At some point when he was home, sometime in 1960, she basically begged him that she wanted a child. They've been married for 16 years but have not gotten a child. Now around this time, MC's father would have already been 40 and she would be 44, and she wanted a child very badly. So MC's father gave in, and MC was born in October 16th of 1960. Fast forward to September 3, 1977. Basically, MC was just chilling before finding some of his old father's notes. They both went to a few business trips actually, but MC's mother doesn't. Are, long story short, they are not in the US. They're somewhere in Europe, but not in the US because MC's mother hates Americans due to the fact that they bombed their country. And given the time period this takes place in, she still clung onto the beliefs that Americans were extremely tall people who came to molest women. Yeah, that's what they believed about Americans back then. I don't know, man. They're the type of people to drop portable stars on your country. Now, basically, the MC was just chilling and then found some old notes. His father's notes. Basically, detailing about Vitae and stuff. But, anyways, MC knew this and, like, kept it a secret that his father was Nazi. Now, the thing is, I may have to like split this video into multiple parts just because of the amount of racist jokes I cramp into this, and not to mention how long the story is. But yeah, let's get this finished with Act One. So in September, this Act One takes place in September 4 of 1977. Basically, Dempsey just like goes around multiple spots where his father and mother would hang out and properties they owned, and would basically solve puzzles there to get to ruined structures and find some more notes as well as a few pieces of technology from the Nazis that contain traces of Vitae. What is the MC's plan? Basically study it even further and eventually decide what to do with it. So yeah, first destination is the Hotel Memorial. Basically, the MC's father was an investor in some hotel stuff, and given that the people were, the owners were Japanese, they were happy to have a German person remember to basically aid them. It's kind of sad nowadays that that Japan does not recognize the help that Nazis actually gave, the opportunities Germany and Nazis gave to Japan. I've seen a video of where they like don't even know what Germany is. That's kind of sad. They did so much for Japan back in the day, but yeah, it wasn't for Japan. They would have never gotten the opportunity to kick Russia's butt. Without kicking Russia's butt, they would not have gotten cocky. And without getting cocky, they would not have found a way to dodge nuclear bombs. And without dodging nuclear bombs, they got bombed. And when they got bombed, they developed anime as a way of coping. And now they're very successful, of course. Now, the thing is, there's like a type of sculpture made in memory of MC's father. I'm not saying his father died, but what my point is that basically he's very respected, and because MC is quite respected, when some staff like welcomes him, the owner like was walking and notices the MC, and then recognizes him from somewhere, and then realizes, oh my goodness, this is the same guy from the photo of the German investor guy. And then the MC gives some legal documents to confirm that he is indeed the son of like the German investor, aka MC's dad. Now the Japanese owners like super like, okay, okay, yeah, you're VIP for obvious reasons, and as a result of this, he quickly gives some MC a tour of the place, eventually showing him like a slightly abandoned area, but then MC asked if he's allowed to go frolicking around the area. He promises that he has proper tools and equipment